Hey, what's up everybody? karmacashflow here, and welcome to the channel where we help entrepreneurs build endless streams of cash flow by building online businesses. Now, this is part 2 of our 9 ways to make passive income online. So if you have not seen the first video yet, click right up there. I'll put a card in the video where you can go check out that first video where we cover the first 3 of 9 ways. And while you're watching that, I'll just wait right here. No, really, go. Watch. All right, now for those that did actually watch that video where I cover the first 3 ways to make passive income online, I'm going to start now with number 4. So number 4 is books and ebooks. You know, when I first got into online businesses, one of the first things that I did was actually sit down and write a lot. Sean McCabe over from SeanWest.com says, everything starts with writing. And you know what? He's absolutely right. Once you start writing, just let it flow. Writing a book or an ebook can actually come really fast. I myself have written 6 different ebooks, and actually this year I am really massively considering publishing an actual physical book, which I've already written around 15,000 words for. And publishing can actually be quite simple as well. If it's an ebook, you can literally just take that ebook, go over to Amazon and self-publish it on the Amazon platform. Then there's iTunes and countless other places. Or you can actually just go to a place like Smashwords and they will distribute it across different platforms for you. And if you want a physical book like I'm about to do, then you can always go ahead and go over to CreateSpace, which is actually owned by Amazon as well. All right, so number 5 is YouTube. Now, the next thing that you could do is create a YouTube channel, very similar to what I've done here. Now, I'm no YouTube expert, but I do know that creating a YouTube channel that has enough subscribers where you can actually make quite a lot of money actually comes from just a few things. Number 1, the market that you're in. I mean, if no one actually cares about your market, you're not going to have very many subscribers, you're not going to have very many subs, and you're not going to be able to build a very huge following on YouTube. Number 2 is the quality of the content you produce. Now, quality is always better than quantity in this case. If your video is garbage, no one is going to want to watch it. If your audio is garbage, no one is going to want to watch it. Audio is actually really important when it comes to videos. If your audio is terrible, I know I don't want to watch it. I know you probably don't want to watch a video where the audio is terrible. You would rather go for, a video where the video itself is not of high quality, but the audio is great as long as the content is good, right? The content needs to be number 1 and sound is number 2. Number 3, and this is actually where I lacked for a long period of time, and that's in consistency. You have to be consistent with your upload. You have to be consistent with your content. You have to be consistent with your messaging, right? Everything needs to be consistent when it comes to building a YouTube channel. And number 4 is marketing and advertising. Letting people know about your channel, right? And I'm not just talking about your basic friends and your family. I'm talking about everybody, right? If you go and invite just 3 people, only 1 or 2 of them are actually going to watch. So you have to spend a majority of your time, I would say 80% of your time, spending time on marketing and advertising your channel, your video, as opposed to continually creating content. Continually creating content is great, but if no one knows about it, there's absolutely no point in it. If you're publishing, like I publish 3 days a week, but if my quality of content was lacking, if I didn't have enough time to market and advertise it, then I wouldn't be doing 3 days a week. Instead, I might cut back to 1 day a week just so that I could be able to market and advertise what I'm doing. And that's actually where a lot of people lack, is in number 1, consistency, and number 2, in marketing and advertising what they already have. The next one is blogging. Now, blogging in today's day and age is different than it used to be. And I'm not really going to get into this very much because I literally just did a video just a few days ago on blogging in 2020. And I'll put a card up here so that you can go check that video out. But I will say this, blogging, if done correctly, can make you a whole lot of money. Now, number 7 is podcasting. Now, podcasting is a great way to make money online. from sponsored episodes to affiliate marketing being placed throughout your episodes. There's a lot of different ways to make money podcasting. When I was actually teaching people to trade in the currency market, I had a podcast that was called the Supercharge Your Trading Podcast, where in the first year alone, we had over 2 million downloads. Now for me, I could have done sponsorships, placing an ad in mid-roll or before the show actually started. But for my show, I really didn't want that. But for you, that could be something that you want to do. You could get sponsors and get them to sponsor your show for a certain percentage or a certain price of that particular episode. And there's a lot of people out there like John Lee Dumas that make a ton of money in sponsorships. And you could do that as well. Now, number 8 is email marketing, right? And this is probably one of my number one ways to make money online is through email marketing. No matter what you have, right? If you're doing affiliate marketing, if you're doing a podcast, if you're doing a blog, right? You should be building a list, and you can make a ton of money from your list. You can see I'm getting excited because I know how much money can be made in email marketing. And no matter what you're doing, whether it be podcasting or blogging or whatever, right? Email marketing, building your list is number one. This is the number one thing that you should be focused on across the board, no matter what it is that you're doing. You can easily send out a single email, right? And in a 24-hour period, be making tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars if you have a list. And some of my friends that I know, like, one of my mentors and good friends, Frank Kern, can make easily $1 million in 24-hour period just because he has a large list. Now imagine for a second that you want to take a vacation with your family. And let's say that vacation is going to be, a $35,000 luxury vacation to Tahiti or Bora Bora or something like that. Do you A, just go out and spend that money, that $35,000 on going and taking a vacation? Do you? How about instead of you just blowing $35,000 on your new vacation, what about if you send out a single series of emails? Maybe it's 1 email, maybe it's 4 emails, whatever the case is. And you offer a slightly discount on your product, and within 24 to 48 hours, you make $70,000, $80,000. Now you can go on vacation. This is how the rich think. If they want something, they go and they make the money to get whatever it is that they want. Robert Kiyosaki talks about this all the time. He talks about when he wanted to go and get a Bentley. The Bentley was like $200,000 and he had that $200,000. But instead, what he chose to do is he decided to go take that $200,000, put it into the market and make $400,000. Once he had that $200,000 in profit, then he went and bought his Bentley, all right? And he still had his $200,000, the original $200,000 left. And all of this can be done utilizing email marketing. That is how important email marketing actually is. And again, it's my number one thing to do over everything is build your list. Now, the last thing on the list, number 9, right, is building a SaaS. And for those that don't know, SaaS stands for Software as a Service. Now, if you have an idea, if you're a programmer and you can put some software together one way or another, you can come up with a software where people pay you a monthly subscription to that software. When I think about SaaS companies, I think about people like Russell Brunson, who created ClickFunnels, or Andy Jenkins that created Kartra. I even think about things like Slack, which is a communications company, or Zoom, which is used for webinars. If you build it, they might come. And with SaaS companies, the customer actually needs that software. So they're going to stay longer. The retention is going to be a lot higher than, say, just your normal memberships. But they're using that software. So they're going to stay longer. The price could be higher, and you can make a whole lot of money with a SaaS company. So there you have it, the 9 ways to make income online. And just to recap all of them, number 1 is affiliate marketing, where you are taking someone else's product and marketing it and getting a small commission from that at no cost to the customer. And number 2 is memberships, all right? Having your own membership where you're distributing content, where you're creating a community, and so forth. Now, one of the things I didn't mention when I was talking about memberships in the previous video, again, that link is in the card up above and down below in the description, is that you might want to consider where you're building your membership, all right? There are places like Patreon and other places like Patreon where you can go and build your memberships. But I want you to consider that you might want to build your own platform, have it on your own platform, or even something like Teachable, right? Patreon is great, don't get me wrong. But a lot of times when you have videos that you want to upload onto Patreon is that you have to host them on a place like YouTube. And with YouTube, you can share those links. So we had a client recently that had a Patreon channel, and his Patreon channel, he was noticing that his videos were being shared that he had on his Patreon channel. And that's not cool because he's charging people for his Patreon membership. And the people that were members of there were sharing those videos to people that weren't members. So you might want to consider having your own membership site so that those videos and that content can't be shared by the members. Everything is contained within. Number 3 is courses. Again, not a fan of the product launch formula, but I am a big fan of selling your own courses. And number 4 is books and ebooks. Like I said, you can make a lot of money in royalties with books and with ebooks. You can just a ton of money with them. Number 5 is YouTube. I know a lot of people out there that are struggling right now, and I'm telling you, if you're just consistent and have great content, and if you market and advertise your channel, you're going to make money eventually. Number 6 is blogging, something that I do that I absolutely love because I love writing, but blogging you can make a lot of money doing as well. Number 7 is podcasting. Podcasting, you've got sponsored episodes, you can do affiliate marketing, you can sell your courses and your membership over your podcast. It's really awesome to have. Number 8, my favorite, email marketing, all right? Build your list. And then number 9 is creating a SaaS company. And now, if you combine a lot of these and you combine them with copywriting and your marketing and advertising skills, man, you have got it made. So that's all I got for you today, guys. So if you like this video, please go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, please go ahead, consider subscribing to the channel. You know, go out and check out some of my other videos that I have. Again, subscribe, and then also hit that little bell icon so that you get notifications when I publish a new video. So until next time, remember, you're just one cash flow stream away from financial freedom. Take care, guys. Peace.